Добре дошли в спортната джунгла с Оги Георгиев.
Actually, after the weigh-ins, me and Joey and Kubrat and his brother Tervo, we got stuck in an elevator together.
Wow.
So we were in the elevator. We were in the elevator maybe 30 minutes, I think.
30 minutes? Wow.
20-30 minutes maybe. So
Was there enough space? Was the elevator big enough? Because you are three big guys. Joey Gamache, he is not so big, but
yeah, I think Joey, he says he's big too. So he I know he was, if he was here, he would say 4 big guys. But
okay.
I don't know what happened actually, but we got rescued, so it was all fine. I had just been at the grocery store, so I had like some bananas and bread and stuff, so I shared with them.
Човекът, който превърна лицето на Тайсън Фюри в кървава каша и който едва не отказа циганския крал в 12-ти рунд на техния матч, Ото Валин ще се превърне в специален кореспондент на спортната джунгла. Шведският боксьор в тежка категория отразява всичко около матча между Тайсън Фюри и Дилиън Уайт от Лондон. Битката за световната титула ще се състои в събота вечер на стадион Уембли, а вие ще може да гледате сблъсъка пряко в ефира на Max Sport 2. Стартираме в 21 часа, а двубоят между Тайсън Фюри и Дилиън Уайт се очаква след 23:30 часа българско време. Ото Валин ще даде своята прогноза за предстоящата битка и ще ни разкаже колко близко е бил до това да откаже Тайсън Фюри. Шведът е бивш съотборник на Кобрат Пулев в тима на Заурланд. Двамата са правили доста спаринги, а Ото Валин ще ни разкаже какво се е случило в тези тренировъчни боеве. Освен това, той ще сподели и една изключително интересна история с участието на двамата братя Пулеви. Скъпи приятели, продължаваме с всичко най-интересно от света на бойните спортове. Ако все още не сте натиснали камбанката, за да получавате известия за всички нови видеа в YouTube канала Спортната джунгла, може да го направите, а в Instagram и Facebook ще ви кажем нещо много интересно, така че абонирайте се и за тези платформи. Там ще обявим кога точно ще бъдат преките включвания и излъчвания на кантара и официалната пресконференция за мача Терве Пулев и Сергей Ковалев. Ще имате възможност да задавате своите въпроси по време на прякото излъчване на тези две медийни събития. Пожелавам ви приятно гледане и очаквам вашите прогнози за предстоящия сблъсък Дилиън Уайт срещу Тайсън Фюри. Кой според вас ще спечели и какви са шансовете на Дилиън Уайт да изненада циганския крал? First of all, thanks for having some time for the Bulgarian boxing fans. You came earlier this week in London. Would you describe the fight vibe around the media events that were in the past 3 days?
I think it's been really good actually. There's been a lot of media here and a lot of people and a lot of interest. And I think the fight has sold like 94,000 tickets. So it's a very big event and that's a European record for boxing. So it's really big.
During the open workout, Tayson Füri invited you to the ring. Did you expect that and what he told you in the ring?
No, I did not expect that. I haven't seen him for like 2 years. After we fought, I only met him one time when he was going to fight Wilder the second time. But maybe now I expected him to say maybe, hey, how are you or something. But then he got into the ring and he pointed me out and said, come up. And so I just went up there and had fun with him and talked a little bit. We didn't get to speak too much, but it was nice to see him and he was very respectful, so it was good.
He is a great guy, but the build-up of this fight was pretty strange. Fury was quiet for so long, which is very unusual for him, don't you think?
Yeah, I think both guys has been very quiet. Dilliън Уайт, he didn't show up to the media workout or the first press conference that they were supposed to have. And Fury, he's also been kind of quiet, but I think both knows that this is a serious fight and it's two dangerous guys and a big fight for them. So I think that they respect each other and I think that they're very focused on the fight. So I think that's what it is.
Is it possible that all those questions regarding Daniel Kinahan and the tension around him could cause problems and extra pressure for Fury during the fight with Dilliън Уайт?
No, I don't see that affecting him. I'm not too I don't really know that situation so well, but I don't think it would affect him. But you can tell when he gets asked about it, he doesn't want to answer.
Yeah, he gets angry. He pointed middle finger, I think, in during the press conference to one of the reporters, and yeah, he said that he won't do any more interviews with Sky Sports.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that actually.
Fury is big favorite. On which elements he's having advantage over White, and is there some or at least one element that Dilliън Уайт could have an edge during the fight?
Yeah, I think that Fury's size and his boxing skills are his advantage. That he's an intelligent fighter. He has good movement, good upper body movement, and good footwork. And it's pretty fast to be that big. And he uses his size well. So I think that's his best weapons. And Dilliън Уайт, yes, of course he has a chance. He's a big guy and strong guy, and this is the heavyweight division. Then everything can change with one punch. And he is a big puncher. So you know, everybody has a chance. You know, you see Andy Ruiz when he beat Joshua, or George Kambosos when he beat Lopez. Upsets in boxing happens all the time. So it's possible that he can win, but I feel like Fury is gonna win. I think that he's too good, and he's a lot bigger than White. So I think Fury is gonna win, and probably by decision.
You mentioned some of the surprises in the recent years, but you also were very close to surprise Tyson Fury, who was cut pretty badly in the third round and needed, I think, 47 stitches after the fight. It was a very nice combination, a body shot, then a left hook to the head. Did you train that, or it just came to you during the fight when you opened that nasty cut?
No, we had been training that actually. So it was good that it worked. And I think that's a big thing with Fury. You have to hit him to the body first, because he has, like I said, good upper body movement and good defense. So he's a big guy, and you know, he's a big body. So you have to try and hit that first to set the rest of the shots up.
You were the person who was closer to Tyson Fury in your fight during the 12th round when you stunned him early in the round. How close were you to drop him or even to stop him? Because after that he went 3 or 4 times to hold you just to win some seconds and to recover.
Yeah, I think it was close. You know, when you're in the fight, you don't really know exactly how close you are. And it's the 12th round, so both guys are tired. But when I look at it, I just wish that I did a little bit more. But I know that I did everything I could that night, and I couldn't have done much more. You know, I had done everything in training and in the fight. So I just gotta regroup now, and hopefully I get another shot at him soon.
After the fight with you, Tyson Fury changed his coach. He went to train with Sugar Stewart, and one of the reasons was your performance, because you showed to him that he needs something extra. Did Fury say thanks to you because you showed him that he still needs a lot to improve before the second and third fight with Wilder?
No, he hasn't said anything about that, but it was interesting what happened after, when especially Fury's father was very critical of his trainer that he had at that time. So I think that played a part in why he wanted to bring on the new trainer. And seems like it's been a good move, because he's always been a good boxer, and now he's becoming more aggressive, and that has worked well for him with Wilder. But we see now with White, which is a different fighter, of course.
You and Tyson Fury are both very tall fighters who are having a pretty common style. Of course, you are southpaw, he is orthodox, but do you follow him as a development to see how he develops as a fighter and to try to use something that you are seeing in his fights in your own improvement?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that he does well, but a lot of things I do well, and some things I can get better on. I think in some ways we have similar styles. Not some ways, maybe not so much, but I mean, he's the best heavyweight in the world right now. So there's always things to learn, and especially from him. So the experience I got from being in the ring with him for 12 rounds is really, really good for me, and has been really good for me. So I've learned a lot from that, and I feel like I keep learning from him and other fighters also.
You also were very close to Dilliън Уайт. He was injured 10 days, I think, before he was scheduled to fight you. Do you think that he faked that shoulder injury right now, when you know the events after that injury that lead him fighting currently with Taysъn Фюри?
Well, I can't really speculate too much about if it was real or not, but it was very obvious that they didn't want to reschedule the fight. It seemed like they just wanted to go ahead and fight Taysъn Фюри, and I never saw any evidence of the injury, so I don't know.
It wasn't the first time when Dilliън Уайт ran away from a fight. He did it the same way against a former stablemate of yours in Sauerland, Kubrat Pulev. What do you think will happen in Kubrat's next fight against Джери Форест? You know both of the guys, you trained with them.
Yeah, I never trained with Джери Форест. I was supposed to spar him one time, but he came too late, so I sparred with somebody else actually. But I've seen him. I've seen him a lot, and I sparred with Pulev before. So I think it all depends on how much Pulev has left in him. He's getting older now, and he's had some tough fights. I think that, I mean, Джери Форест is good, but I don't think he's great. I think that Pulev is the favorite for me to win that fight, and I think that he can do it. But Джери Форест, he's a tough guy. He was knocked down like 3 times with Zhang Chile, the Chinese guy, and he got back up and fought to a draw. So he's very tough, but I think Kubrat will win.
How many sparring rounds you did against Kubrat in the past, and how he was dealing with your southpaw guard?
Yeah, I mean, I sparred him very early on in my career, in my pro career. When I came to Germany when I first turned pro in 2013, and then we sparred, I don't know, 10 rounds maybe. And then I sparred him a few times after that. So in total, maybe we sparred 30 rounds or something like that.
And how well was he dealing with your southpaw guard? Or how close it was? Of course, he was during that time contender for the heavyweight title of Vladimir Klitschko, and you were just starting.
Yeah, no, it was good sparring. It was very valuable for me to share the ring with somebody of his caliber, especially at that time when I was just coming up. But it was very good sparring. It was close sparring, competitive. So it was very good.
In 2016, you fought in Sofia against Rafael Zumbanulov. It was maybe the most entertaining fight of the night. All the audience were having a great time. What are your memories from that night, and what would you remember from your time in Bulgaria, in our country?
Yeah, no, it was really nice because I think it was maybe Pulev's first fight or second fight in Bulgaria as a pro, I believe. And then there was like 15,000 or 20,000 people in the arena, which was amazing. And I had the co-main event, I think, the fight right before Kubrat. So it was a packed crowd. And the guy that I was fighting, he was a real character. He was like making faces and showboating and stuff. So it was very interesting. And I remember it's a really fun fight, actually. And yeah, it was kind of a crazy fight, but it was funny. I think it was my first 10-rounder also.
Nice. And do you have some time to move around Sofia to see the city, or it was just the fight and then you fly over?
Yeah, we didn't have too much time. We walked around, me and Joey, my trainer. We walked around a little bit. I think I remember it was I think we were living up on a hill, if I remember right. Yeah, but yeah, we walked around some. Because usually when you get to a fight, maybe we arrive like on Wednesday or Thursday, and then you want to rest, and then you have the weigh-ins on Friday, and then you just eat and you stay in the hotel room. Actually, after the weigh-ins, me and Joey and Kubrat and his brother Tervo, we got stuck in an elevator together. So we
Wow.
were in the elevator. We were in the elevator maybe 30 minutes, I think.
30 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes maybe. So
Was there enough space? Was the elevator big enough? Because you are three big guys. Joey Gamache, he is not so big, but
yeah. Yeah, I think Joey, he says he's big too. So I know he was, if he was here, he would say 4 big guys. But
okay.
I don't know what happened actually, but we got rescued, so it was all fine. I had just been at the grocery store, so I had like some bananas and bread and stuff, so I shared with them.
Oh, it's amazing story. Thank you very much, Ото, for your time. One last thing. What's your prediction for the fight night? Tayson Füri versus Dilliън Уайт. How the fight will end, in your opinion?
I think that Fury will win by decision.
Great. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck in your career, and I can't wait to see you against some good heavyweight, and maybe one day you will fight at Wembley Stadium against Fury or some of the other champions.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you very much.